Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you Saturday, May 18th, 2019. And today we're going to make one of our long-term predictions like we did in early April. Early April, our prediction came before the market saw any of its money, and everybody was calling for a 4,000 Bitcoin, a sub $4,000 Bitcoin, and so on. So we had come out, and normally we call a market price. We don't normally call an individual coin price, and we had called Bitcoin for May long weekend 66 to 6,700. Again, when everybody was calling for a sub 4K, market was stagnant. Nobody knew what, and then of course all that money came in April, and of course you started hearing the $1 million predictions, right? So we're going to stick with our same predictions from April for June and July. We're not going to change those, and we're going to continue to say sideways down. And we're going to have a quick look at the actual market. And we're going to grab our total scale. When it comes on here, come on. Oops, I got to click that. My bad. Oh, what am I doing? I want 1 year. Let's just refresh this. I'm getting click happy. And then, oh, look at just another dump. Oh my God. So anyways, before anyone comes out and starts complaining, if you've actually, before you want to actually do anything, we'll go with the last 9 months here. Go through our videos in the past year, and we've been right on the market since January, and we just came out in April and did it again, and we've called for a sideways up action for the month of April through the month of May until May long weekendish, and then like we called for the body bags, the body blows, the liver kicks, and that's what happened when you seen the market go from 263 down to 221, and that's what we've been talking, right? Fully expected. Here it comes right after a turn consensus. Same thing as last year, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to come out and I'm going to call the bottom of the cryptocurrency market, and the date I'm calling that we will ever see the lowest the entire crypto market will ever be, and I'm calling it for September, right after the long weekend, right around September 11th, 12th, right in there. That point right there is where this guy is calling the lowest bottom point in the cryptocurrency market that we're going to see maybe for a decade, for an awfully long time. Those of you who have watched my videos, I'm starting to call it Jackpot January, January 1st of 2020, where I've called for the chart guys. It would be the morning hard on the Ginsu, the hockey stick chart that for 3 to 5 years, I think we're going to really boom. And that's what I've been predicting since basically 2017, and since I've been doing videos on YouTube since January of 2018 as well, right? So that's what I'm calling for the bottom of the market is this summer, right after the long weekend in September. Still think we're going to go sideways down. Has nothing to do with the charts. I've been saying that the whole time. The charts are getting close, but they're not completely spot on just yet, like you see in the physical stock market where it's like clockwork just about. So. And again, the reason for that, it's the profit takers. It's the same thing as last year. They're not they've built their stacks and they're spending their money, and they're going to do the same thing this year because the news has been good for a year solid, right? Everything has been solid for a year. Everything that we want to happen is slowly happening. And what people don't realize is the amount of time it actually takes from a project to go from a thought to an actual business model to being traded. It takes a bloody long time. So I hear people in chat groups, and you're still whining about stuff. It takes a long time. Like literally, give something 2 years before if you're a long-term investor, sometimes things take 2 years, up to 5 years before they legitimately get going. So that's what I wanted to come on here and say. I still think we're going to have the sideways down action, but our lines of support are going to be a lot stronger than last year's actual numbers, like what you see in there, right? I don't see us scaling back to the absolute bottoms of those totals. I see us following the exact same trend of sideways down, and whatever number we seem to be at September long weekend, that's where I say it's going to be the lowest point. And my reasoning for that is simple. It's the Bitcoin halving. Right now, there's so much focus on consensus, you don't hear about the Bitcoin halving. Now go back before that, and you heard Bitcoin halving for maybe 2 weeks all over the place. And obviously before that, it was the Litecoin halving, right? So now start thinking of when the people start talking about the Bitcoin halving, I think that's going to be sometime in September where people are going to just really start to ramp it up. And what's going to happen with that is media attention. The more media attention that Bitcoin halving gets, it's going to be sick. So the other thing you got to think about right now is 1 year from right now, next May, because we're going to be right on the doorstep of that Bitcoin halving. The media attention is going to be, they're going to be foaming at the mouth because by then, this time next year, the price is probably going to be ridiculous. And for guys like you and me, we've been dollar cost averaging in, or some of you guys have been day trading and building your stacks. We're slowly getting all of our BTC while all of these, the new people, for me, it'll be the third round of new people come September of next year. The first round of dummies that got knocked out of this market were the YouTube buyers that heard the word white paper in the winter of 17 and the spring of 18 and bought white paper and got crushed. The round one of dummies got knocked out in June and July of last year. Now what I'm hoping for with the sideways down action, I know it sounds gross, but I really hope we would knock out the round two of the dummies now. And today's round two of dummies, those are those guys in all of the fucking chat rooms. They keep thinking we're in an uptrend. They keep talking about 10K. Those are the idiots. Those are the guys I'm really hoping get knocked out sometime in June and July. I know it's gross to say, but you know what? Those people are very toxic. They're toxic in the chat rooms. They're toxic in social media. They do nothing positive in the space. They're not supporting any communities. They don't support any ecosystem. The only thing that they support is their own daily gain. And for me, I've got no time for that in this space. I'm here to help people. So you know what? We've been right. Go back, watch the videos. I'm currently calling, and I'm going to stick with it because I'm not changing my summer prediction from April because we've been right since we started doing YouTube videos. So I'm calling for a September right after the long weekend up to, whatever, the 11th, 12th, somewhere in that area. And that might be the last time we can buy cryptocurrency cheap for a long time is what we're really hoping because we're really that close. And to me, the race really starts jackpot January 1st of 2020. And I think that's where the market is really going to move. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'll come back out here again, and who knows, and we'll keep popping up these videos. And again, I'm not here to talk analysis. I like talking trend. And to me, while the market's so small, it's just it's the constant repetitive cycle that we've been seeing since April of 2018. So let's get out of here. We'll have one more price look at the market. It's been going between the 228 and 232 mark for pretty much the last couple of days. Now we're seeing it slide back again. It was as high as 238, 232 this morning, back and forth, back and forth. You see Bitcoin literally fighting between 71.50 and about 73.50. And right now, other than Binance, I mean, Binance has been crushing it still. But other than that, all of the profits are being taken out, and they're not going anywhere right now, just like we've been talking about for the last couple of months. So that's all I got for you guys. Take care out there and be safe. This is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.